2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A picture-perfect afternoon in Southern California. From the beaches to downtown Los Angeles, this is Staples Center, our setting today. Leisurely way to spend a Saturday afternoon. Kick back and tune in to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You look at the Grizzlies, they're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat. And of course, Los Angeles, currently a ways below.
You know, for Memphis, give them credit. I mean, they've been playing very well this season, but they can't afford to take their foot off the gas pedal right now. They know they have a bullseye on their backs.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor.
Well, this one's about to get going, but first, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, BA, the Clippers are creating chemistry through passing. Paul George and Kawhi setting career marks in assists. Coach Ty Lue said, quote, "We'll play through them. It's a fine line because they're mid-range shooters, so when they get to a spot, it's easy to fire. It's about getting into the paint and making those extra passes." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Boy, some coaches starting to feel the hot seat now, Grant. You think players are aware when that's the case?
No question, BA. I mean, with how the present media is, it's impossible not to notice. But some coaches will discuss it and be open and transparent about it. And, of course, some coaches won't ever bring it up.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. They've got Ja Morant, and it's Jay in at small forward. And for Los Angeles, Robert Covington is out there with Paul George. Then it's Norman Powell. Then there's Ivica Zubac. And it's McConnell in at the 1. So the Clippers win the tip. Paul against Powell. They double him with Curry. It's Covington on the wing. Back to Powell. A clear look for McConnell. Nails the wide open jumper.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Left side Paul. Back to Curry. The 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
It was really that second wave in the rotation that took the offense to another level.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Gets the 3 ball to go.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Inside. Kicks it to George. Pass to McConnell. Shot clock at 5. Banked it in off the glass.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Memphis has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Paul finds Curry. Just over a minute and a half in. Here's Jay. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Here's the dude. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's McConnell. Hauled in by Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Up and in on the layup.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
McConnell goes in. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good. Here's Paul. Morant, the pass to Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Good. And the setup by Morant. Curry's got 6.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Pass to Powell. Here's George. For 3. Powell, that's good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's Morant. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Shoots from the baseline. Rebound by the Clippers.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
McConnell against Curry. McConnell passes to Powell to the inside. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And it's in there. 6 points for him.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Pass to Covington. Back to George. They double team George. Zubac finds McConnell. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 16. That one off the back iron and out. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead. They're up by 1. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And the 6'1" guard, undrafted out of Arizona, but T.J. McConnell, a high-energy defensive disruptor.
It's all about just reading the way they're passing the ball in. If I see a moment of weakness or they dislodge and give me a chance to get in and get my hand in there, I try to take advantage of it.
Grant's always lurking. 1:56 left in the half. Luke Kennard out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. Then there's Paul George. And it's McConnell in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. 1:42 left in the second period. Outside Curry to stop the run. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. All right, let's take a break and take a look at which teams have been lethal from outside the arc during the last month of play. Memphis, number 1.
Well, a hot streak like this breeds confidence, a virtuous cycle. You see shots going down, you take that next one with extreme confidence.
To the paint. Here's the dude. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Give him 8 points now.
Now that was a clever adjustment. I mean, that was a tough shot.
Especially given the height disadvantage. I love the way he created space for his shot.
On target from range.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Outside Jones. Kennard against Curry. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, and hasn't made one since.
They get it back. Here's Hartenstein. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. And now a 10-point Los Angeles lead. Memphis has gone just 1 of 6 from distance during the second quarter. Pass to Brooks. Now here's Curry. Jacks up a 3. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
There it is. His first make from beyond the arc in the second quarter. His 3rd of the game.
They double him with Curry. Here's George. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Outside Morant. And he drives in. And that one's good.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
With 1 on the clock. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so that's the end of the first half. The Clippers on top, leading by 7. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. Alongside Ty Lue and Coach, what's the focal point for this team as you approach the second half?
Just playing hard, first of all, and then playing with pace offensively. I've been doing a good job of getting to the basket. And defensively, it's going to be some time to work things out, but they've been pretty good.
Pace so critical to your team's success this year. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. They went into the half with a 7-point lead after executing well in the second quarter. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Clippers?
The difference so far has been the efficiency of their offense. The ball movement is really good. They're not afraid to use the whole shot clock if they have to. Overall, they're making every possession count.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
Well, it's never fun. When you're playing against a team that's on fire. This team was on fire. They showed effort on defense, but it didn't matter. They couldn't get the stops. I don't think the opponent could sustain this kind of shooting.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Boy, it's been quite a game for Luke Kennard.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And Smitty, you had pretty good size on the wing. When you were attacking mismatches, did you prefer to bully a smaller player or pick apart a bigger, slower defender?
You know, it'd be a great question. I think both. I think when you have a mismatch, what you really want to do is draw a double team. So if you can use your size or your quickness, but also have the basketball IQ to know when the double team is coming and get off the basketball.
On the court for the Grizzlies, they've got Ja Morant, and it's Paul in at the 2.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Now here's Powell. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Memphis trailing here. And here's Curry for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Curry's got 12 points.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
George outside. George draws the double. For 3, Covington. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Curry's shot is off.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
He's got a clear path. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
McConnell, good.
Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start this half.
Memphis has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Pass to Jay. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Takes it inside. Chalk up 2 there. Give him 8.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Down low. Here's McConnell. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Clippers lead by 3. Here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
You have to feel a bit for Paul George. Had a rough go of things ever since he labeled himself Playoff P He knows he'll have a spotlight on him because of that moniker.
And the Clippers have possession. The Grizzlies making their last shot. McConnell, good.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. And with George, he caught flack for that. But he used the noise as motivation, Smitty.
And it pushed him to some of his best basketball yet. Paul George always shows up in the playoffs, but he'll need to win a title to lose the doubters once and for all.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Timeout call, Memphis. And with Paul George, Grant, you know what he delivers. Very consistent in what he'll bring to each game.
I mean, the scoring is always going to be there. But his defense doesn't take a night off either. I mean,
Substitution on the court.
Kennard, right side. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
We've got Ivica Zubac, Luke Kennard out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Nicholas Batum, and it's Covington in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Powell's shot is off.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
The Clippers trail. Here's Covington. Lays it up and banks it in.
A long, strong forward. Covington shows the ability to finish inside.
Memphis has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. Brooks finds
2
Morant.
minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the game. Jay, good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Kennard outside. Takes a 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
A fantastic competitor. The bigger the moment, the more Kennard wants the ball.
And the Grizzlies call time here. They're ahead by 3. 1:39 left in the 4th. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
I'll tell you what, the work that he put in on the perimeter tonight was a huge boost to their offense. I love how hard he worked for those shots, moving so well on the floor and overcoming the defensive pressure.
George, he's checked in for the Clippers. McConnell comes in for Kennard. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Paul's checked in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that last break, I was able to catch the message that the Grizzlies head coach was giving to his team. He likes what he's seeing, but he cautioned his players, we are not far enough ahead to assume anything. Momentum can shift in a heartbeat. We have to be diligent, and we have to be smart.
Thank you for that, Allie. George passes to Powell. Again, the Clippers score.
Proven and battle-tested. Powell's an asset when things get tight.
The 3 from Curry. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the 4th, and it's working.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
Morant against McConnell. Morant, the pass to Curry. Lets it go from deep. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Powell. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Outside Paul. And here's Curry for 3. Drops in the 3. Curry's got 35 in the game.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
That one goes. Count it.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the final quarter. Morant, the pass to Paul. Pass to Curry. Fires the three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching tonight's game.